Hello, it's Mr. Malding99 on Yama release day. One of the cool items that Yama released with was the Aether Catalyst, and that allows you to combine the Soul Runes and the Cosmic Runes together to create the Aether Runes. The Aether Runes are super awesome to have in the Arceus spellbook. So anytime you need, um, I don't have it open right now. Anytime you need to do Death Charge and Thralls, you need 5 runes. uh, until today, where now you only need 4 and you can free up an inventory slot. So, as expected, these Aether runes are going for a good amount of money. Right now, they're about $11.90 each, and the input cost per is about 1 soul rune, or you could probably estimate that to be about 0.8 soul runes with the full eye set. And then also 1 catalyst, which is about 250 at the time of this video, and dropping, by the way. And then a little bit of runes for the magic imbue, which uh, that's nominal. And then the binding necklace, which is also trivial cost. So for this video, we're only considering the cost being the catalyst, the soul rune, and that's about it. And the profit is going to be great. I already did a 30-minute run prior to this, but we're going to do another quick few runs, and then I'm going to go over the profitability that I found on day 1. So for this, I got a max cape. If you don't have max rune crafting, your setup is going to be a little bit different. You're going to need NPC contact runes as well as magic imbue. Now I've got the binding necklace. I have no idea what this does. I don't care either. If it helps me get 1 extra Aether rune, then it's automatically worth it. The binding necklace is less than 1000 GP, and the Aether rune is more than 1000 GP. So it just doesn't hurt to have it. We're gonna go home. We're gonna go to the Xanaris, and we're gonna make our way over to the Cosmic Rune Altar. Another thing you need for this to be effective is the agility level. I have no idea what this one is either. Whatever. If you can do it, you can do it. If you can't, you can't. The profitability is still really high. So if you can do this other one here, which I think is like 50, very accessible, it's still worth it. Probably especially worth it for somebody that's doing that. So I just cast Magic Imbue. I used the Aether Catalyst. Oh. Boom. That's it. Home portal. 100 Aether runes. And I already forgot what I started with for the soul runes. Oh wait, I should have just went to crafting. I already forgot what I started with for the soul runes, but you make more Aether runes than you do soul runes. Thus, you are profiting soul runes with this. And so that's interesting because that means that these Aether Catalysts and Aether Runes, which is obvious by the way, these both are going to be, the floor price should be no less than like 1.5 soul runes. Or another way to think about it is a soul rune and a cosmic rune. So right now the soul rune is just under 200 each. Cosmic rune is 135 each. And so you can expect these Aether Catalysts to be, right now they're 250 each. So I assume that they're going to be probably around 200, maybe 150 to 100 each at some point because the rune costs are somewhat high. You can expect the Aether rune will probably never drop below 300. And I would estimate even 500. I don't think it'll ever drop below 500 each. It's just too good of a rune. And as it gets cheaper in price, people are going to be willing to buy more and more. An important note here, I guess I'll just check. An important note here is, where's it at? Dark Demon Bane takes 2 soul runes. Death Charge, 1 soul rune. Greater Ghost, 1 cosmic rune. Each of these is going to use 1 Aether rune. And if you are doing Yama, and you're using the Dark Demon Bane, you're going to be blowing through those Aether runes, and they're really expensive. Um, with that in mind, let's just do a few more, show what we can do here, and how fast we can expect this. So I'm going to see if I can move this over just a little bit so the stopwatch is visible. I did a 30-minute run earlier, and so my calculations were based on that. So I'll just restart it here. Actually, you know what? We'll go back to the crafting guild and restart it from there. Okay. And so you can already see if you are using the 4 pouches or even less than, well, no, because this is a 90 runecraft requirement. So if you're using less than the colossal pouch and not the raiments of the eye set, then you need to be doing that before you come do this, for sure. Ah, crap, I left it on. You always want to use that. Crap. So 480, 480, 320. So the experience is actually really solid here. Okay. So about a little less than a minute per run. And that's with me being like slow and just kind of taking my time and whatnot. If you are going to be tick perfect, then you're probably looking at maybe 45 seconds per run, which is really solid. Magic imbue. Always use the Aether Catalyst. I guess that thing broke, whatever. Alright, and that's all we're going to do for right now. So we did 2 runs and we got, or no, we did 3 runs. We got 295 Aether runes. And so we started out with 100. So I think the magic imbue, or the binding necklace, I mean, actually does do something. I have no idea what it does. I'm not going to look it up either. I don't care. But it does do something. So you want to have it. So let's go over what I found earlier. So this is my little notepad that I did. I started out with this stuff at the top, my results after 30 minutes. Important to note here is that I used 3070 catalyst. At the time of this video, that was 750k approximately. 1944 soul runes, which was about 390k, and I made 3070 Aether. So that's a 1-to-1 catalyst to Aether ratio, which is interesting. Um, and then the profitability, subtracting the cost of the catalyst and the soul runes, that came to about 5 mil an hour. And that's with me making a bunch of little mistakes and just kind of just going slow and oops, at my own pace and whatnot. Um, one thing to note about this is I would estimate the upper bound to be 7 mil an hour at the time of this video. I think 7 mil an hour is pretty fair. And if you are not in max, you don't have the max or at least a runecrafting cape to annul the NPC contact, you're probably looking at maybe 4 to 4.5 mil an hour. And if you're tick perfect with like 90 runecrafting, you could probably do 5 mil an hour. Like I was being pretty slow with this, but 5 mil an hour for this is really good money. So if you are looking to get into some profit, do this now. These Aether runes are going to be used for sure. They might even increase in price. Right now, they were, let's go check. Whenever I last checked, they were 11.90. Let's go see what they are right now. They might even be increasing in price. Aether Rune. Yeah, so they're increasing in price right now. 1,500 to buy one. And then let's see it. Well, yeah, we'll just sell this one back. 1,400. 1,400 gold. So at the time of this profit margin right here, they were at 1190 each. So they have increased in price since then. Let's see the Aether Catalyst. Oh wait, I should do Yama's number. Okay, 280. So those increased a little bit, but not enough to mark the price of the Aether runes up so much. So if you are struggling with Yama, or maybe you just want something like low intensity to make you money right now, do Aether runes. Uh, the requirements are 90 rune crafting, kind of high. Uh, crap. What is it? Where is it at? Yeah, 90 rune crafting, kind of high. The agility requirement is completely whatever. The crafting at 99 is really nice to have, but it's not necessary. You can do this using the GE teleport or just some other teleport, and you're still going to be making really good money. I would estimate, if you have the bare minimum requirements and you are going at a mediocre pace, you're probably making 4 mil an hour. And that is still really good money. And the Aether runes are increasing in price, and they're probably going to keep going up for a little bit until they hit like 2,000. They might be peaking right now at 1,500, but we'll see.